In this lesson, we will learn how to write an equation for a line given a slope and a y-intercept. This will be the first in a series of videos showing how to write an equation of a line given various pieces of information. Whenever you're given information and asked to write the equation of a line, you should begin by writing this down. You should always start with the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. You should always write y equals mx plus b. Then you should write m equals and b equals underneath. Remember that m equals the slope and b equals the y-intercept. So let's say that we are given a problem that looks like this. Write an equation for a line whose y-intercept is 7 and slope is 3. Anytime that we're going to write an equation for a line, no matter what kind of information that we're given, we should always begin by writing the equation of a line first. So the first thing I'm going to write is the equation of a line, y equals mx plus b. Because this is the equation I'm looking for, they want us to write an equation. And since it's an equation for a line, this is the equation for a line. So this is what we're going to want to plug into ultimately. Now, there's two pieces that we need here to fill in the equation of a line. The first is m, and the second is b. Remember that the x and the y will stay x's and y's in the new equation. We know that the m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. I recommend always trying to find the slope first. Work in this order. So the first thing that we're going to do is look in the problem to see if it tells us what the slope is. In this case, it's very simple. They tell us that the slope is 3. So this is a direct piece of information that we can plug right in to our puzzle here. It tells us that the slope is 3. Next, we're going to look for the y-intercept. Again, if they give that to us, we'll be in really good shape also. And sure enough, they give us that the y-intercept is 7. From here, it's a matter of plugging into this equation. I'm going to need to plug in the slope for m, and I'll need to plug in the y-intercept for b. So here is what the equation should look like. Remember, the y's and the x's are going to stay the same, so the equation is going to be y equals m is 3, the x stays just as it is, and then I have to add the b, the y-intercept, which is 7. This is the equation for a line whose y-intercept is 7 and whose slope is 3. Now this is a pretty basic problem where both the y-intercept and the slope are already given to us. You will encounter some problems where not both of those pieces are given to you directly, but rather you will have to calculate each of those pieces in order to plug them in to an equation of a line. We will explore those kinds of problems in future videos. But what you need to understand before you go on to those videos is that if you set up every single problem just like this, whenever you're asked to find an equation of a line, if you ever see a problem that says write an equation of a line, you know it's going to have to be y equals mx plus b. And you need two pieces of information. So set up those blanks right off the bat so that you know you're looking for the slope, you're looking for the y-intercept. Once you've found those two pieces of information, plug them into the equation and you're done. If you understand this strategy, going on and finding new pieces of information will be a lot easier.